Shabbat Shalom, Mashpaka. Most High in Christ bless everybody. Glad to see everybody here on this beautiful, beautiful day. For those that's out here in H-Town, like I'm in H-Town, man, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day today, man. I can't even complain. Those that's checking in, let me know where you at. Let me know if it's beautiful in your city or not. Or if your state is dealing with some snow, some rain, or we're in some peculiar times with the way the world is, so we can't control everything, but the Most High controls it all. But just to get it started, to get in, man, I'm gonna open the floor to the young men on the board to go ahead and say they Shabbat Shalom and peace to everybody in this thing. I don't know if you
us there.
Oh, there you go. I forgot I muted my mic. Shabbat Shalom. Hopefully everyone's having a blessed day so far. It is a beautiful morning. Just hopefully everyone's been staying in the spirit of the Most High. And, we're back for another class in the Women's Series. And hopefully I can get some knowledge from it. And that's all I got to say. Most High Christ bless.
Amen.
And Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Peace and blessings. Hope everybody having a peaceful and restful Sabbath today. Hope everybody been having a good week and continue to finish out the week good. If you haven't thanked God, then now's a good time to do so. Shabbat Shalom.
That's right. If you haven't thanked God yet, it's a good time to do it. If you have not done it, it's a great. There it goes. Okay, my mic was doing his own thing real quick for some reason, but we here. I got my mic positioned in a different position. Hopefully this is greater. Man, Shabbat Shalom to everybody, man. We in this thing, all Brews, stand up. Y'all see the work in the background. Got a lot of stuff in the background, but I ain't printing nothing up today, so don't even try to judge me or shoot me, stab me, or whatever y'all be wanting to do. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm loved by few and hated by many. Love it because the Most High loves me. All right, there it goes. He's finally back in. Go ahead.
Yeah, there it is. Shabbat Shalom, family. Shabbat Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. May the Most High be with each and every one of y'all, man. We're giving all praise and honor to the Most High, y'all, on this holy Shabbat day, on this holy Sabbath. Peace and blessings to y'all, man. Y'all know how it is. How we call on the name of the Most High and His only begotten Son, Jesus the Christ, Yahushua Mashiach, Mashiach Yahweh Shai, whichever name you use. We know we're talking about the God of the Bible, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, or Jacob. May the Most High in Christ be with y'all on this holy Shabbat day. Get your pens and pad ready for some edification, so you can get your notes in, get subscribed on this. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And that's all I have to say to y'all. Peace and blessings, man. I hope y'all having a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful Sabbath. As the ox said, it is a beautiful day out here in H-Town. Most High in Christ bless y'all.
Con. All praise to the Most High. All right, y'all. So we about to get started in a little bit. This is going to be a very different type of class that I was able to put together. So I pray that y'all enjoy it. Y'all see the title, Emotional Women. This is going to continue on to the series of the fall of man. But this is, again, like I said, it's going to be a different type of ordeal that I'm doing this go around. I actually put a slideshow together this time. Yeah, I'll put a slideshow together this time. So it's going to be interesting. But it's a lot of information that is being brought forth. And I pray that y'all enjoy it, man. Let's see. We got quite a few people on here. We'll go give people a couple more seconds. We only been on for 4 minutes and 43 seconds. So we're gonna start rocking at the 7-minute mark. So y'all give me a minute so I can get this Facebook and all that set up and all that good stuff. And we'll be right back after this show. Dun, dun, dun. Until then, enjoy this right quick. I stop sharing that there. All right, so I know everybody should be ready to go, ready to chime in and jump in. Let me close this out. Oh no, don't close this out, boy. You almost messed up. Almost lost that beat, y'all. Ooh-wee. I've been starting all over again. You know that happens every so often. I do not like that. All right, so as we get ready to get into this segment, so I think Bon Abdullah done fell off or something. As we get ready to get into the segment, like I said, I did a slideshow, man. It's going to be very interesting. We're going to rock out. But before we get started, let's go ahead and start off with our signature scripts. Let's get Revelation 14 and 12. Let's start off with Revelation 14 and 12. Yeah, I know. I seen it breaking up. Fruit of Loops, I guess it was just too powerful. So it's all good. I went ahead and took it down. Let's go ahead and get that Revelation 14 and 12. We're at the 7-minute mark, so let's rock out.
Revelation 14 and 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus.
That's right. The faith of Jesus and the commandments of God. So we already know that it has to be both of them in its full entirety in order for us to really rock out and do what we're supposed to do, right? So let's go ahead and get Matthew 19, 16, and 17. And let's see what a Mashiach said again, but in the New Testament side. Go ahead and bring that out, if you will, Bubba Show.
And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do, that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter to life, keep the commandments.
If you will enter into life, keep the commandments. So that's the same thing he said in Revelation 14, 12. Commandments and faith. And you have faith in the messenger that gave you the message that said, keep the commandments, okay? So let's go to the book of Psalms. Let's go to the book of Psalms, Psalm chapter 1. And that's going to be our song for the day. We're going to start off with that one. Psalm chapter 1, 1, 1, 1. Nah, we ain't going to have no theme music or nothing like that. Now let's Eliyahu want to go ahead and get that Barry White singing for us. You know what I'm saying? It would be highly appreciative if you want to go ahead and open up with that practice what you preach.
I think I'm gonna stick to my day job, man. I ain't gonna try. We trying to keep the audience, bro. We're not trying to get rid of.
Oh man, it ain't that bad. I don't think you're that bad off, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so let's get Psalm 1. Let's go ahead and bring it out.
This is the book of Psalms, starting at chapter 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night.
Salakia, I wasn't even gonna stop you, but it's the fact of the law is what establishes us. The law is what keeps us away from emotions, mistakes, errors in our life. And y'all see what he read in verse 1. These are blessed. Blessed is those that walk it not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standing in the way of sinners, nor sitting in the seat of the scornful. But the delight is, what you say again,
in the law of the Lord. The
delight is in the law. So in order to be a righteous man, a righteous woman, a righteous child of God, our delight should be in the law. But I don't like interrupting psalm reading, but I had to on that one. Go ahead, King.
Verse 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish.
That part. The way of the ungodly shall perish. Anything that is ungodly, whether it's anger, malice, deceit, just anything that is not of goodwill and done positively and in a way of building up the next person. That's how you can really look at it. I was trying to find the most simplest way to do it. If you're not building up the next person, or as the ox say, for edification purposes, it's really ungodly. All right. So before we get into it, I'm gonna open the floor up. Any dialogue, anything you want to bring forth before we get rocking out?
You know what? Not really. I guess we'll just get into it. But it's some things that we put in our mind and said that we have been doing all our lives. Then when we come over to this truth, we find out that they are not the way of the Lord. But even once we come over, it's still certain things that we still try to hold on to of the world. But we don't realize those things are ungodly, and they are stopping us or holding us back for even getting closer to the understanding of the Most High in Christ. So that's why we must meditate in this law day and night, so it can reveal the things to us that are ungodly, that are not of the Most High. Some things, like we go every day through life thinking, we okay by doing this. You okay by thinking this way. You're okay, but now we have to change your whole mindset and meditate on those things that you change, because you're trying to get closer to the word of the Most High. And that's all I got. That's all I got.
Big facts on that. Young Bunnyum, y'all got anything y'all want talk to the people about before we get rolling? Because like I said, this is a different type of class. Got a whole slideshow and everything going with this one. So y'all got anything before we get started?
Nothing on my head right now. We can just keep going. I ain't got nothing at the moment.
Okay, come. Yes, Yahoo.
No, you can start with the class. I got nothing to say right now.
Well, then, with that being said, let's get started. Let me grab this script before we go. Let me get Proverbs 4 and 7. Proverbs 4 and 7 is what we're going to open up with. As y'all can tell, I did not have time to get all my scriptures up. So I do apologize if I'm a little slow with the click today. But hey, I'm going to be there. All right, Proverbs 4 and 7. And it reads,
Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding.
So we understand that the law is the delight. The law is what we desire to follow. That's how we please the Most High. Revelation 14 and 12 tells us that we have to have the commandments of faith. Christ, we believe in Christ. Christ told us off top, if you want to enter the kingdom, keep the commandments. And we have faith in Christ, right? Right. So with all that being said, we about to bring out some facts. And in order for us all to grow, we have to learn to listen and adhere. So we're going to present this screen, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this little presentation I put together. You know what I'm saying? A little something. So emotional women, this is the next part of the series that we've been bringing out, dealing with the Fallen Man series, okay? This is what I like to call the case studies of biblical women. Young men, can y'all see that on y'all screen? Everybody can see it on the screen, sevens, okay. If y'all could see that, then that's a good thing, because I'm going to need y'all assistance in reading this. So let's talk about Eve, the spur of emotion and change. If you could read that, go ahead and bring it out.
Okay. What? I start at Emotion Explorer?
Yes, sir.
All right. Was that curiosity?
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Curiosity, guilt, and regret.
So, Salakia. So these are the emotions that I found to be very profound when I was looking at the story of Eve. Her curiosity. Then after that curiosity, it brought guilt. All praises to the Most High, sister. All praises to the Most High, the water. And after that curiosity brought guilt. And then immediately she found regret. And when did she start finding regret? She started blaming But the serpent beguiled me, right? Okay, let's get it. Let's talk about the discussion part. Go ahead.
Consider Eve's initial curiosity leading to the fall in Genesis 3. Analyze how her emotional journey from the innocent trust in God to the painful experience of guilt sparks a dialogue on human responsibility and the complexity of free will.
See, and this is where we find ourselves in a situation, especially dealing with women. You know what I'm saying? And this is geared to women. It goes back to the simple fact that y'all feel like y'all have this free will, and once a man tell you, or somebody righteous, whether it be a older sister or whatever, come and tell you, sister, you shouldn't be doing this. Oh, you just hating because you ain't got it like me. You know how y'all sisters is. And that is a bad issue that a lot of you have to work out. You know, so that's something that goes on that should not be so. So that free will that y'all really believe y'all have is continuing to be the fall of the man of today's time. So if you want to look at the clock, it's 2025. Yes, a lot of men are falling right now because they feel like they can't tell you nothing. You feel like you got it all figured out because you're so curious of the world. But once you realize that it ain't going your way, you fall flat in your face. Now you want to get into your, oh, why is me? Oh, I can't get this going my way. No. Admit your downfall. Admit that you are the reason that it ain't going your way because of your curiosity. So let's talk about this strong opinion that I have about it. Go ahead.
Eve's emotions should not be seen solely as the origin of sin. They are the raw human elements that underscore the tragic beauty of human imperfection.
So that's the whole beauty of human imperfection. The thing is, we always want to say, oh, I was born wrong or I was born this way. But when we understand, when we sit back and we just point the finger at ourselves and say, you know what? I'm going to take full responsibility of this situation because this is what I did. That's when we can get rid of that guilt. We can get rid of that regret. That curiosity, if you delight in the law of the Lord, that curiosity will go away because you ain't going to want nothing that doesn't deal with him. The water barn for that read. Before we go on, Eliyahu, you got something on that?
Look, not much, but y'all just remember the story with Eve and Satan. That curiosity led to that looking at that tree as food. She saw that it was good for food. So it was good. She saw it as something to feed whatever curiosity that she had.
God. That curiosity is something right there. All right. Let's get it. And everybody, please, y'all remember to hit that like button if y'all would. Hit that like button. Y'all share. All right. We're going to the next one. We're going to talk about Sarah. And we're going to talk about Sarah. Sarah was full of laughter. Remember when she laughed at Christ? When Christ said, hey, you are going to have a child. Me at this old age? What's wrong with this man? Y'all remember that, right? So that's when she laughed. She doubted. But yet she had divine fulfillment. Let's go with it.
Emotion explored. Skepticism and eventual joy. Reflect on Sarah's laughter in Genesis chapter 18 and verse 12, upon hearing the promise of a child in her old age. This laughter, initially a mix of incredulity and despair, evolves into joy and fulfillment. Discuss the transformation of doubt into faith.
Now, how many of us today doubt? But then as time go on, we realize, you know what? This is a righteous judgment from the Lord. So let us build on this. Well, I want to put this in the aspect again, going back, looking at you women. A lot of you doubt when you meet these certain men in your life that they're going to be what you want because the world have told you that you should have this type of man and this type of man. And this man should have this. The man should be able to take care of this. But then you get all caught up in your emotions because that man does not meet your level of understanding or your level of what you wanted to accomplish in life. That's the false narrative of allowing the world to control the way you think and not allowing yourself to move according to the law. That's kind of like being like Sarah. You laughing at the situation. You got this righteous man walking around with fringes, trying to give you the counsel and accountability, and then you sitting there like, nah, I don't want you because you ain't got this Jaguar, or you ain't got the latest drip, you know. So we got a lot of these young men that's in the world that's in the truth, that's trying to find good women, that they dealing with these Sarah type women that's laughing at them, that's looking at them like, nah, and man, there's so many of them that I see with my own eyes that fall away from the truth just because they want a woman that look like a certain caliber, because this is what the media pushes. And then you got the women that's out there that's walking around in their fringes and their hair wraps and they walking righteously, but then they're getting turned away because their emotions is telling them that, hey, you have a man over here that's interested in you, but he like, man, you gotta get rid of that hair wrap. He want to see you in some tight jeans. Vice versa for that man, man, you can't be around us, man, hanging out, man. You got these zizzes and fringes hanging everywhere, man. Nah, bro, you looking weird, man. You gotta look normal. These things controls people, and it takes you away from God's will, and that's not a good thing. Come, Malak, appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I knew what it was, but those that want to ask what it was, incredulity, the state of being unwilling or unable to believe something. And a lot of us, a lot of women, because I'm going to talk about women, I ain't going to even put the men in this. A lot of women do not want to believe in a lot of things. All right, let's finish off that strong opinion before we open the floor up on it. Go ahead.
Sarah's journey is a powerful reminder that even in moments of deep skepticism, hope can flourish, an idea that remains vital in today's world of uncertainty.
Today's world of uncertainty. I mean, that is a very powerful statement that I really hope y'all get in your head. This world is full of uncertainty. It keeps us all from really doing the law of the Most High, because we sit here on and say, yeah, that's not an everyday Negro word. Hey man, my bad. Hey, when I say I get into a study, I start hey, the other side of me, you know, that Poindexter side of me start coming out. Man, I'll get it together. All right, so all right, man. So yeah, so the floor is open on this segment. And again, like I told everybody, this is a different type of class. The way I'm coming at it is different. I can easily pull out a million scriptures on a woman. A woman had sitting here that's a dragon. It's better for that man to go live at the top of the household, in the corner of the household. We already know that scripture. We know the scripture that when a man is chilling at the gates, that he hears woman screaming out for his name, he sighs in sorrow. We know these scriptures. So I want to come at it with a different approach. If y'all will bear with me, and I pray that y'all get something out of it. If y'all feel like it's boring, I can go pull out the other scriptures and we can go script for script. You know what I'm saying? But floor's open. What y'all got? Y'all got anything?
I got
nope.
Yep.
No.
We going.
I mean,
Yeah, you had mentioned something about, especially like these young men trying to prove themselves to have what the world has so they can impress these women out here, and they're going after a certain woman of a certain caliber instead of looking at a lot of these women that are down to earth, women that are willing to do what it takes to have a family. And they goes after these women that the world consider a 10, you know, and when they get with these women, they have nothing that they want to do. All they want to do is drink, party, smoke, or whatever. Even if they're not doing them things, the things they don't want to do. They don't want to cook, clean. They don't want to have babies. They don't want to try to raise no family, tend to the kids. They don't want none of those things. So those women that we look at, as the world look at as a 10, that score drops all the way down by what they do. But some of these women out here that the world may not look at as a 10, could be a 5, 6, whatever number you want to put on them, but they do all of those things. So their level is raised up to a 10. It's raised all the way up, especially if they are women of the Most High God. And that's something that, you know, we need to instill in our young men to go after, because all these other women, like you said, are just fully emotions, bitterness, or not understanding or not believing, as the word incredulity means. They don't believe in in you. They don't believe. They don't push you to the point to where you need to get to help them, because they're stuck on their emotions or what they see out in the world, what they don't have. But yeah, you was right on that, man. What you was talking about earlier. I just want to expound on it a little bit. That's it, though. Go ahead.
Man, all praise to the Most High for that. That's good wisdom on that, for real. And I'm glad you let me back on that. Shabbat Shalom today. What it blew like. Hey, great class y'all did last night as well. Order Melchizedek, them boys, him and D-Roll went in last night. I was enjoying it. I definitely enjoyed it all day long, man. They just want to look good for the ground. That's all they doing. It's a fake facade. Fake facade, you know what I'm saying? So they got to get it together, get it out their head and become real, you know what I'm saying? Already. All right, so let's bring the script out real quick before we go to the next segment. Let me get Proverbs 1:20 through 33. And I like to call this one right here reproved tough. Reproved tough. All right, so Proverbs 1:20 through 33, if you will, Bubba Kashar, bring it out. You're on mute, or whoever's going.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Salakia. So this has always been a street teaching perfection scripture, right? When we out on the streets, this is my justification for why going in the streets and being in the chief concourse. But just see yourself walking around. Like I said, I'm back at FedEx, so I walk through the mall to go deliver. I go through different places, apartment complexes, to go deliver packages. I go and deal with high security buildings to go deliver packages, to go meet with people, right? And as you walking through these chief places of concourse, you see sin. Now, are you going to be simple and just follow that sin, or are you going to go the other way? Like I said, you go sit there and just stare at that girl until you see her credit card number, through see the expiration date on the credit card through her pants. And women, are you going to just stare at that man chest until his button right there, that one button that's right above the other button, because his chest so big, you go wait till that mug pop open to see if he got a tattoo here that says hi or whatever. You go follow that man until he get ready to put a hand in his pocket. And you like, girl, look at that print. You know, I mean, this is what I'm saying when we dealing with this. Wisdom cried from the street. It don't just call to the men, it called to the women. You could be having a bad day, but if you're not paying attention to the wisdom that's calling to you, sister, don't do that. Sister, go this way. Sister, mind your eyes. Sister, you know you don't need to be sitting there eating that food because ain't nothing but men sitting over there. Why you want to go sit over there and sit at the table with men being tempted? Get your food to go. Matter of fact, go somewhere else. Go get a salad somewhere. So this is what I'm talking about. All right, so go ahead and bring it out. 23.
23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
Salakia. So you understand everything that we pointing out with these different powerful. Now, notice I'm pulling out powerful sisters. I didn't pull out no Jezebel. No, I didn't pull out Jezebel on this one. I didn't pull out Delilah. No, I pulled out positive women that know how to control their emotions, that will still found favor in the Most High. I want y'all to know, I still want to build y'all up. You gonna get towed down throughout all your life. But I want to show you how to build yourself up and look at your faults and make yourself stronger. Because like I said, you got plenty of Israelite camps out there that's going to make sure they tear you down. I just don't want to be amongst one of the ones. But I will get you every now and then. With all the reproof that's been brought out, if you choose to stay foolish, or if you still choose to stay slothful, if you choose still to stay worldly, if you still choose to stay fleshly, after we go through all these segments, it's on you. You have been warned. Verse 24.
Because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded.
Salakia. Again, read that with a little bit more emphasis, because I have called and ye refused. You women, we're calling. We're trying to tell you what the Most High is telling y'all what not to do. But if you still refuse after we stretch our hand out, instead of saying no man regarded, say no woman regarded, if you will, Baba Kashar. Now read 24 again. I want you women to get this.
Because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no woman regarded.
No woman regarded. Yeah, the Houston Brews just did a whole Fall of Man series, talk about the fall of the Israelite man, and they went through these different aspects and talked about the women, and it wasn't even bad. They didn't even bash them. They gave them positive injury, positive feedback, but then they got on their butt. They told them what it was. But yet, I still choose to walk wickedly. The hand was stretched out, but you regarded it not. This is going to be your downfall after this. The blood is off our hands. All right? Go ahead. Keep going. I'm going to leave you alone. Verse 25.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For they, Salakia, for that they hate knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil.
That's right. Good reading. All praise to the Most High. So as you see, like I said, man, this is the fear of the Lord. We're giving you the counsel. We're telling you how to move. We're telling you to do better. Grab Proverbs 19:8. We're trying to tell you to do better. We're trying to tell you to live better. We're trying to tell you, take the counsel, but hey, look, y'all don't want the counsel. Y'all still want to move, and y'all still want to shake your butt on Instagram. Y'all still want to do this. All right. You still want to be a Sabbath day only Israelite? All right. You want to be a fringe wearing Israelite only when you're around your people? All right. I'm telling you, it's going to be your fault. Proverbs 19:8 real quick before we get back to it.
Proverbs 19:8. He that getteth wisdom loveth his own soul, and he that keepeth understanding shall find good.
Come on. Hey, everywhere that it says he, say she, if you would. Baba Kashar, read that one more time.
Proverbs 19:8. She that getteth understanding loveth her own soul, and she that keepeth understanding. Oh my gosh. You didn't even say.
I heard you. I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, you must have got that new version, that Negro version. Go ahead. Stop again.
She that getteth wisdom loveth her own soul, and she that keepeth understanding shall find good.
She that keepeth understanding shall find good. Remember one of the third verses that we read was Proverbs 4:7. With all thy getting, get understanding. Okay. All right, let's get back to the slideshow. All praise to the Most High. Great reading. All right, next up, we got Hannah. I don't know if y'all remember Hannah, but Hannah was a real good read. Talk about sorrow, prayer, and the power of persistence. We have to, what it say? Let me see, I'll make sure I got it on here. Yep. No inconsistencies. No inconsistencies is the key to all things in life. Go ahead and read it out. Let me get y'all to read that.
Emotion explored, deep sorrow, and heartfelt prayer.
So, Salakia, before you go, a lot of time, women, a lot of y'all be in deep sorrow. Y'all be so hard on yourselves. Y'all be so hard on y'all be hard on yourselves than the men be on you. I've noticed that about you women. You know, when something don't go right, y'all think that the man go kick you out the house and go cheat on you just because you burnt the chicken. That ain't always the case. That ain't always the case. Just learn how, you know what I'm saying, put some extra water on it and just make it smothered chicken. That's all you got to do. He'll never know. Put a little gravy in it. He'll never know. All right. And then y'all prayers are always so heartfelt. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say? I had a praying grandmother. I had a righteous mother. She prayed for me. Oh yeah, I was gonna do it. I was like, you know, but so those are the things that we had to have. So a lot of you women are Hannah type women. I want y'all to look at each one of these women, and you look at the aspects of them. Eve, that curiosity, that guilt, that regret. Then you got the skepticism, but the eventual joy. Now you have the deep sorrow and the heartfelt prayer. I hope y'all following along. Let's discuss this. Go ahead.
Hannah's profound grief over her barrenness, 1 Samuel 1, becomes a springboard for prayer and personal transformation. Analyze how her anguish leads to a powerful act of faith, resulting in the birth of Samuel.
Keep going.
Hannah's pain is not a mark of weakness, but of unyielding strength. Her emotional vulnerability serves as a model for authentic, transformative prayer.
Y'all see what happened right there? She was barren. Then she finally got Samuel. Samuel became a powerful prophet of God. That deep sorrow because you couldn't bear, but then you finally was able to bear because of your prayers were so fervent, so heartfelt, and she kept her vow that if you allow this to be, I would dedicate him to your temple, to your will. A lot of us make vows and we don't keep them vows. Women say, oh, if you allow me to keep my husband, I love him, I do this and that for him. But then when that time comes, it's always some type of, I'll do it, but only if I'll do it, but maybe only on Saturdays and Tuesdays. There's always some type of condition. And you women got to stop with the condition. You have to be all in, just like the man is all in. I see your lips moving, Elder. What you got? You ain't got nothing? All right, cut. All right, let's get it, man.
Mr. Lockyer, I don't have anything. Come on with it. Come on with it.
Now I seen you reaching the bookcase. You know, I thought you was gonna bring out one of them books. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was just marking something down. Trying to leave one of my Bibles open for one page, and then got another one open for another one. Marking on this Hannah. Y'all go back and read that story, Hannah. It's a beautiful story, though. A beautiful story.
True indeed. True indeed. Now let's talk about Ruth. Go ahead, y'all.
Grief and steadfast determination. I keep going?
Yes, sir.
Evaluate Ruth's emotional journey following the loss of her husband, her loyalty and determination to forge a new life with, how you pronounce that?
Naomi.
Exemplifying, I think that's how you say it. Exemplifying how profound grief can be transformed into hope and renewed purpose.
All right, before you keep going. So grief and renewed purpose. A lot of people find salvation. Well, a lot of people find their faith after they go through something rough. You are, and it's sad to say, but how many of y'all can actually say that you didn't really get to know God until something really hit the fan? The trueness of the Most High comes to us when things happen and he reveals himself to you. It's only a handful of people that can say, "Oh, I went to God and I ain't had no reason to really go to God." But He loved me. I loved Him. I fell in love with God, and yeah, that's just how it went. No, it's always something that He does to slap you around to bring realization to His divinity, in order to get close to Him. All right. I'm trying to put it on the screen now. That's why I'm multitasking on that one. All right.
Yeah, that was just what you have quoted earlier. Just for the people to read. When you talked about that vow, when you say you're gonna do a thing, make sure you do it to the Most High, as you said you had done it. And look, like you said, she said that's life in most cases. Also on that, what you were saying, that when you're down and out, that's a lot of times that's when you're lost. And we know that the Most High is looking for you then. He's looking for that lost sheep. And the angels rejoice. We always hear, I was looking for the Lord. No, you wasn't. He always been in that one place. He's looking for you to come back to Him, to find His way, to hear His voice. So He may have to put you in a tribulation state. He may have to put you down. He may have to put you down in a lower state. He may have to knock you off your proverbial horse on your road to Damascus, on your road to sin, on your road to evil. He may have to put those scales over your eyes for a minute to blind you so you can come back to Him. Then you're searching, like you say, searching in the dark for Him as they do in the noonday. He may have to he may have to do those things to you so you will be able to change your life. And that did happen to a lot of us. We were brought down to a lower state. And then once we come to the Most High, we should be saying thank you to Him. Take it cheerfully, as the scripture says. So you may be going down to that lower state to find the Most High, or for Him to find you, for you to get back to Him. That's it, Doc.
Good job. No, yeah, I know, my bad. I was coughing. I didn't want to be doing all that in the background. But no, all praise to the Most High, and that is the script that the ox said right there that he brought up about the vows. When thou shalt vow a vow unto the Lord thy God, thou shalt not slack to pay it, for the Lord thy God will surely require it of thee, and it will be sin in thee. You don't want that to happen. All right. So you got to repay your vows, Again, great point. Great point. All right, let's get back to Ruth. Read that strong opinion of Ruth.
Ruth's emotional fortitude is a clear testament to the idea that enduring love and loyalty can lead to unexpected, transformative outcomes.
So if we just keep staying fervent with those that we deal with, those that don't believe the way we believe, that's fine. Everybody's not gonna believe the way you believe. But if you keep going, if you keep showing them that true love, they'll start being more loyal to you. Because when that time hits, and when the Most High hit them and say, "Hey, it's time to get to know me," it's that person that's always been there with them, Naomi. That person that's always been faithful with them, Naomi. A righteous woman of God that Ruth stood by, and Ruth said, "Your God will be my God now. We're going to be one." So these things have to happen. You have to stay steadfast, no inconsistencies in life, okay? All right, so let's go to the next example. Let's talk about Esther. We just got through dealing with Purim, which Purim was a great exercise of how we should be able to stand and come together when all odds are against us. So let's talk about Esther, her courage, the fear that she overcame, and how she was strategically brave. All right, bring it up.
Emotion explored. Fear turned into courageous resolve. Explore Esther's initial fear and eventual boldness as she risked risks her life to save her people in Esther 4. Her internal struggle and eventual triumph provide an inspiring example of leadership born from emotional depth.
Salakia. So emotional leadership that was born from the emotional depth. I want y'all to understand that part right there. I put that in there for a reason. Explore the emotional depth of it. Because a lot of times you was set in a situation to be great. You was set in an environment to grow and show those that are around you the right way of going. You women have that Titus 2 in you. It was born in you. It was instilled into you. It was brought to you. Now it's your turn to go out and teach those out there. Teach the women. When you see these young women out here just going off, or these young women that's dressing improper, like the Ak always brought out, and I still have yet to find a video on that. I don't know why I haven't looked for it, but how the elderly women, when you came into church and your skirt was too short, they'll put a cloth on you. They'll make you sit in the back pew with them. Man, the Baptist church I grew up in, they did that. And I remember these things. I used to be a part of the usher board. And if I let you through that door and I felt like it was improper, we had to put our hands up, we go like that, and then next thing you know, one of the elder ladies come in, they'll come grab me, hey, come sit back here, sis. Or if you come in with pants, they'll walk you right back into the restroom and they'll put a skirt around you. That's what I'm saying. All churches wasn't bad. You had those certain churches was okay, even though they didn't treat you to fullness, but they showed you some of the morals that you should have been holding on to from the Bible. Let's talk about Esther's strong opinion, though. Let's get that.
Con. Esther's story challenges the notion that fear is a barrier to action. Instead, it can be a driving force for strategic bravery and monumental change.
Strategic bravery and monumental change. Don't think that fear is saying don't do it. No, fear is saying take counsel with the Most High before you do it. That's what that fear means. Because then you have to ask yourself, am I fearing man, or am I fearing disappointing the Most High by moving without counsel? Go ahead, Elder.
Hey, that's powerful. Look, if y'all go in the Apocrypha, read the book of Esther in the Apocrypha, chapter 14, you can see that Esther went to the Most High in a strong prayer. I mean, she went to him in a strong prayer. She laid aside all her glorious garments that she had. I mean, she pretty much stripped herself down out of those things, put ashes, sackcloth all over herself. The crown that she wore, she didn't even want to wear that crown. She laid all that stuff to the side. She asked the Most High to give her an elegant tongue, an elegant speech, so she can get those words, communicate those words across powerful. Go in there and just read that and look at that prayer that she gave to him out of that. So you go to the Most High for that counsel first. That's what we all should do. A lot of our women get too emotional to do those things. They get all caught up in it. Now they just want to go off by the mouth, scratch up the car, bust the window, whatever. They want to just do all those things instead of going to the Most High in a fervent prayer. And then you will see those things start to change in your life and those things that you are praying for also. But yeah, that's what Esther went and did. Y'all check it out. Esther chapter 14 in the Apocrypha. It may be called the rest of Esther in some of y'all books. But that's it.
Con. All praise to the Most High. That is very, very true and very powerful. Appreciate you bringing that out. Let's talk about Mary, the mother of Jesus, or Yahweh or Yahusha, or let's just say Hadabah Hamashiach, the anointed word of God. Humility, sorrow, and resilient hope. A lot of people humiliated her because they, a lot of people say, is Joseph the father? Then a lot of, she was from the Holy Spirit, or did she have sex outside of marriage? It was so much going on around. Oh, your son is a little weird. Your son keeps on disappearing. Where is Jesus now? Oh, he's in the temple. He's in there teaching he's in there teaching the elders. Who is this? Isn't this Joseph's son, Jesus? Try to teach us? Can you imagine the humility that comes to this mother to be dealing with a righteous child? How many of you women right now are probably even dealing with some of this, trying to raise your children righteous, and then they're sitting there like, oh yeah, oh you're all so righteous now, huh? Oh yeah, you type of way back in the day. Now you over here think you all holier than now? Let's see what you got. Okay, what we got going on? It said, honestly, these hard-headed thoughts will have you losing your integrity trying to correct them. I don't mind doing it, but I will be back in jail for fighting them. Them thoughts don't like to be corrected. No, they don't like to be corrected, and I get it. Now, we have to remember the scripture also tells us that don't cast your pearls before swine. If you try to go ahead and give them the word and they don't want to listen, dust your feet off, take your peace back with you. So you do what you can for these young thoughts, Tatiana Ali's, but if they not want to listen, hey, dust your hands off, take your dust back and go on about your business. I ain't saying try to beat a dead horse, because that's one thing we ain't gonna do. I'm not, if I try to tell a brother once or twice, hey man, hey brother, you shouldn't be doing this. Okay, you don't want to listen to it, fine. But everybody knows when I'm in the break room at work at the FedEx building, when I'm in that break room and you go over there to that machine and you try to go buy some pork, I'm like, you know you ain't supposed to be eating that. I'm gonna just keep on embarrassing you, but this is gonna come later. I got a couple of more slides and we're gonna get to that. So you know what I'm saying, y'all just make sure y'all you know what I'm saying, stay strong. I seen you was off mute. My bad. I was trying to finish that point. You got something? No? Okay. All right, all praise to the Most High. Let's talk about Mary. All right, Mary, mother of Jesus, humility, sorrow, and unwavering faith. Unwavering faith. All right. I'm already knowing. I'm already knowing. Some of these dudes is too. They'll try to fight you just to say, "Hey, what's up, King? How you doing today, brother? I ain't your brother." Man, all right, bro. All right, little. All right, dude. All right, hey. Oh, my bad. All right, go ahead. Emotions explored. Bring it out.
Humility, sorrow, and resilient hope. Consider Mary's emotional journey from the Annunciation to witnessing the crucifixion. Her blend of humble acceptance and deep sorrow underscores a resilience that is both relatable and aspirational.
Go ahead.
All right. Mary's emotional narrative is a profound demonstration of how deep faith can coexist with and even be strengthened by emotional struggle.
Your faith gets stronger and stronger the more things you go through. It's just that's just how it works. You get stronger the more things you go through. Okay. All right. I want to read this precept that I put out that go along with the conversation that is going down right now in the chat. It's going down in the chat. It says Titus 3:10 and 11. It says, a man that is an heretic after the first and second admonition rejects, knowing that he that is such a subverted and sinned, being condemned of himself. God, you want to go ahead and on that?
Yeah, that was just what you were just talking about. You can go ahead and try to bring that word to them and give them that understanding, but you're going to see that fight back or that kick it against the pricks that they're going to have towards you. So you'll try to bring it to them one time. They don't, they may not receive it. They try to bring it to them another time. Once they reject it, reject them. Go on about your business. Let the Most High deal with them. You done drop that seed to them, and then maybe somebody else will come across and say it to them, and maybe their mind will change. But if not, hey, they'll condemn themselves. So whatever, and I know that it's rough out there for you sisters to approach other sisters about these situations, about when you see them dressing a certain way, acting a certain way, using certain languages, knowing they're going outside of their marriages or things like that. Because, it seems like y'all have been locked down so much. They've been beating y'all down so much. Now it's like you got some type of freedom. You can show your body off. You can show yourself. They letting you let loose, no bra committee or whatever you want to call. But, hey, that's not the way. That's the way of the world. And we shouldn't allow that. So women, yes, some things when you can get to them, say something to them. Look, you need to change that because the Most High is looking at you. Not just everybody else, but the Most High see what you're doing. The things that you're trying to entice. But we know the women will get in their emotions because maybe they've been in the gym working out. Maybe they lost a little weight. They want to show their body off. And keep that to yourself. Do that for your health, not to be showing off in public. But hey, we know how the way of the world is. Go ahead, Doc.
Con. On point with that one. Hey, man, let's get a scripture. Let's get Proverbs 6, and we're going to read 12 through 19. Proverbs 6, 12 through 19. And let's talk about that. You know, since we are already right here, I love the way how all our conversations always segue into the next statement. Let's talk about perverseness, mischief, and sowing discord. Proverbs 6, 12 through 19. If you would, go ahead, Brother Kashaw.
Oops, wrong one. All right, Proverbs 6 and 12. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a forward mouth. He winketh his eyes. He speaketh with his feet.
Hey, Shalakia, you already know we dealing with the women, so everywhere it says he, put she, his, her, blah, blah, blah. Speak it in a female tone, if you would. Not a female tone, but put a female aspect in there. So start back at 12, a wicked woman. Let's get it.
A naughty person, a wicked woman, walketh with a forward mouth. She winketh with her eyes. She speaketh with her feet. She teacheth with her fingers. Forwardness is in his/her heart. He/she deviseth mischief continually. He or she soweth discord. Therefore shall he or she calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall. Can I just say there? I'm gonna just say there. Yeah.
They, them.
Oh no, not they, them. No.
I mean,
Hold on.
you want me to read it? I mean, if it's too much for you, I can do it. I do it.
No, I got it. Back at 15. Therefore shall their calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall they be broken without remedy. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yeah, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations. Feet that be swift in running to mischief. A false witness that speaketh lies. And he that soweth discord, or she that soweth discord among brethren or sisters.
Brethren or sisters. That is a very powerful thing because a lot of people like to sow discord, and it has to be called out. It has to be called out. And yeah, Bar Abdullah, I know you're trying to be strong, but we're gonna have to get you some medicine and some herbs in you, my brother. Yeah, I hear you. So this is what we were talking about earlier, and I'm glad that the conversations always work the way it do because we segue right into it. All praises to the Most High. You must name evil for what it is. If you are working with someone who exhibit these characteristics, what we just read, it's important that you confront them head on. The longer you try to reason with them or show mercy towards them, the more you, as the counselor, will become a pawn in her game. If you do not call out these wickedness and you're steady striving with these people, which we already know Amos, the book of Amos 33 says, can 2 walk together lest they agree? If you're not agreeing with the way they living and you don't call it out, you ain't nothing but a pawn in their game because you're not calling out their wickedness. So let's look at these traits one more time. Let's look at lack of empathy. Individuals with an evil heart may struggle to understand or care about the emotions and experiences of others. So when you have a person around you that has a lack of empathy, you have to let them know, man, your heart is evil. Because having a lack of empathy is a self-centered emotion, basically like a narcissistic attitude. And for a female to have that is really an abomination because you are made to be caregivers. You are made to be nourishers. You are made to love and give love and show love and protect those around you. But if you are self-centered, and you have lack of empathy, how can you even say you are a daughter of Sarah? How can you say that you are a daughter of Yah? It's impossible. Let's look at this part. Pathological lying. They may habitually lie even when there's no apparent benefit as a way to deceive or manipulate. Now, we do understand what did we just read? What did we just read? These are 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yeah, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue. A lying tongue. So if you are any way of moving in these ways, you are an abomination to the Most High. Let's look at another trait. Manipulation. They may employ deceptive tactics to control or exploit others for their own gain. Let's get back to the scripture on that. A proud look, verse 17, a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked imaginations. Y'all, this stuff is serious now. This is serious. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I ain't got that one. No, I ain't got that one. I'm gonna bring it out. Proverbs 30:20 says, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. Bring it out.
That's that lying tongue again. You know you've been out there committing all different type of adultery, and it says she wiping her mouth. Well, we know what that means when she commit adultery. And said, I have done nothing, no wickedness. Then you talk about the manipulation part of it. You can go back into the book and was it Kings and Jezebel, and how she wrote a letter saying that who was it? Nabal? No, one of the kings. Wasn't Ahab, the one he wanted the land of. Ahab, correct. And she wrote a letter saying that he pretty much commit treason. So she manipulated the people to have him killed so she can get her gain, so she can get her husband the land that he came into as a simplest way asking for. So she manipulated her way. And that's what a lot of women do. It's witchcraft. I'm telling you. It's witchcraft, and they have learned it over the years. They know that us as men would do what it takes to take care of them, to do what we need to do for them. But the way they try to go about getting it is manipulative. It's in witchcraft. And when they want to get the things that they want, not the things that they need, they try to manipulate their husband, their boyfriend, any other man out in the street or whatever, go out there and get what they want by any type of way, and then wipe her mouth and say, I have done no wickedness. That is witchcraft. Any manipulation that you do is changing the mindset of someone else to have them do the things that you wanted them to do that's unrighteous. It's witchcraft. That's Jezebel.
It's witchcraft at its highest point, too. Matter of fact, let's get Proverbs 7, 1 through 14. I'm going to read this right quick. I'm going to read this. Proverbs 7, 1 through 14. My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live, my law as the apple of thine eye. Bind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth her with her words. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and beheld among the simple ones, I discerned among the youths, a young man void of understanding, passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot, and subtle of heart. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. Now is she without. Now in the streets and lieth in wait at every corner.
So you, Shalaki, so you women hollering about we outside, that's what that means right there. When we hear you say we outside, that's exactly what that means. In the streets, without. That's what we see as men. Come on.
Come. We outside, yeah. Yeah, it would say we outside, but verse 11 say what? She is loud and stubborn. We
Look,
are outside.
You see most of that. And I'm starting to see a lot more women getting being outside so much or out there so much, they're taking on masculine attributes also. Instead of taking on that feminine meaning, look, it said wisdom, and wisdom is labeled as a woman, has a feminine or female attribute. Call wisdom and understanding your kin's woman. It didn't say kin's man, so we should have that wisdom. Now this is I think it was they was talking to Solomon, I believe, right? This is Solomon's mother talking to him. Lemuel. That's what I think he's calling here. But it's telling him, get this wisdom so you can understand what distinguish these between the women. Get this understanding so you can distinguish between these women who you should be choosing. That's why verse 5 is no coincidence. It says that keep, so you can have it to keep you away from the strange woman. Whatever you consider as strange, go out there and see that if it's not of the Most High, what we read earlier, if it's not of God, if it's of the ungodly part of it, that wisdom will show you that. But if you have in yourself a malicious soul, wisdom will not be there. It will not be there. So you won't understand what's out there. You won't be able to see these strange women that's out there, what she's all about. Like Sis said, batting those eyes and rubbing your shoulders. All they're doing is making your emotion what's called, because she's trying to manipulate you into getting what she wants, because she knows what your flesh desires. But use wisdom and have understanding. And y'all see, it's no coincidence that this is a female or a feminine attribute in there. Come on.
Don't forget verse 7. Verse 7 says, and beheld among the simple ones, not mighty men, not men that know the word of the Most High, that follow his law as his delight, but the simple ones. Yeah, void of understanding.
Void of understanding.
All right.
Void of wisdom.
Go ahead.
Say voided of wisdom. Voided of that understanding, which is called the kinswoman.
Kinswoman. Wisdom, thou art my sister. Come on now. 11. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. Now is she without. Now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner. So she caught him and kissed him with her crusty lips, and with an imputed face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows. That goes with the manipulation that I was talking about. That's why I wanted to bring that out. This is the manipulation that is so prominent that going on right now, because a lot of times you don't know who is who and who is real and who is fake. So it's better for you to lean on the Most High and stay away from that folly. Okay. All right. You had something, Michael? Or you just you good? Oh, okay. Just making sure. That's our communication language. Mute, unmute. All right. Obsession with control. Now, this is one that is very big. It says they may crave power and dominance, seeking to exert control over situations and people. That goes back to the Jezebel situation. Since her husband was weak, she took control of the situation. She took his signet ring and sent out a letter. She did these things because he was not strong. Can't be having that. Women got to stay in their place, but men, okay, this ain't about the men, but men, you got to stop being weak. But women, if your man is weak, that don't mean you take over the situation. If you feel like you could build them up, build them up. But don't sit there and belittle him by taking control over the situation. All right. Women, again, Proverbs 7, 1 through 14, going right back to it. Using charm as a weapon. They may use their charm and a manipulative skills to gain trust and then betray it. Who we're talking about? Y'all remember the story of Delilah, right? Delilah and Samson. They wanted to weaken Samson. Samson was a mighty warrior. Delilah lied. She acted like she was in love with him, which I don't know if she was or not. But just to get that understanding, where's your strength coming from? Well, that strength is in my hair. Oh, facts. Lay down right here. Come here. Let me. Now his strength gone. But she used her charm to manipulate it. How many of you women are using your charm to manipulate a king or a young man around you at this current moment? You are just as guilty. Hey, grab Proverbs 12, 15 through 23 real quick. Proverbs 12, 15 through 23. Let me get it on the screen as well. Proverbs 12, 15 through 23. Oh, yeah. Now, I hope y'all enjoying this segment so far. Like I said, it's a different way of teaching to go around. I went with the slideshow method, so I pray that y'all enjoying it. Let's go ahead.
Proverbs 12 and 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. A fool's wrath is presently known, but a prudent man covereth shame. He that speaketh truth showeth forth righteousness, but a false witness deceit. There is that speaketh like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is health. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. Deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. A prudent man concealeth knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaimeth foolishness.
See, what I've been doing is, if y'all notice, I pretty much stayed in the Proverbs today, all praise to the Most High throughout the Malacca. I pretty much stayed in Proverbs today because we understand that wisdom is a female. Wisdom is your sister, your kinswoman. So I wanted to stay in wisdom in order to give wisdom to the women about your emotional traits, the good side and the bad side. So I want you all to elevate by staying within wisdom, okay? All right, so all that lying tongue, that mischief within yourself, all them lying lips, that deceit, all that is going to perish along with yourself if you decide to stay in that sin, all right? Let's get back to the slideshow. Sadistic enjoyment of pain. Sheesh. This is one of the major ones that I noticed that a lot of you women love. You love to start sugar honey iced tea and like to see it unravel. What? I ain't do nothing. That's they did that. I ain't did nothing like that. No, you are a shit starter. You did this. You need to go apologize. I ain't apologizing for nothing. I ain't did nothing. Yeah, but you threw the rock and you hid your hands. So you just as guilty. Sadistic enjoyment of pain, it says, they may find pleasure in inflicting pain or sufferings on others, either physically or what? Emotionally. Sheesh. Go ahead, Elder.
Yeah, I've been watching some videos, and I just saw one. When I was talking about that masculine attitude, I saw a video where a female running down the street took out her pistol and bust on another female, dropped her. I don't know what went on before then, but it only caught the recording of it, dropped it right there. I'm like, dang, now we got our women running down the street busting like that. Seen another one of them, I guess the girl hit her car with something. She took off running. She stood, got out of her car, came to the other side and started busting. It started, we look at these things and we see our emotional females, and that's why a lot of our men get it from being raised by single mothers and have these type of emotions like that they can't control because they see their mothers like that. But females gonna have these emotions, these things that you need to take control of, because all of them are ungodly, man. All of them are ungodly. But once we, and like I said, we're talking to the women today. So if you go to the Most High, like we said in the book of Esther, to go in prayer first before you do anything. I mean, anything. Before you go in there to start even washing dishes, because somebody may come in there and put a dirty dish in your dishwater and you may get ticked off. So before you do anything, you give all praise and honor to the Most High for each and everything. And you will start to see how much it'll work in your life and help you to control those emotions. But go ahead.
A dirty dish in the dishwater. Wow. Hey, Proverbs 16, 1-9 is where we're going. Proverbs 16, 1-9. I'm gonna read this right quick. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about Yah's way, because just like I just said, just like, you got women walking them down now. I ain't never known for a woman to walk them down. Now women are walking them down. Men, bro, we have lost our place. We have lost our place. You got women walking them down. And yes, come, Malaka. See, there are females will have men and women behind bars. Yes, indeed. All right. Proverbs 16:1, it says, the preparations of the heart in men, Salakia, the preparations of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. All the ways of a man are clean. All the ways of a woman are clean in her own eyes, but the Lord weigheth the spirits. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. The Lord hath made all things for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil. Even you women, and by the fear of the Lord, women depart from evil. When a man's ways, when a woman's ways, when the children of God ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies be at peace with him. So we wonder why we constantly going back and forth with the enemies. Why we keep having these trials and tribulations going on that we shouldn't even be dealing with. Because we're not pleasing the Lord. We got to please the Lord. All right. Better is a little with righteousness than great revenues without right. A man's heart devised his ways, but the Lord directed his steps. It's Yah's way or no way. Point blank to it. Yah's way or no way. It says, so true. Put the Most High before all situations. Con, Aqua. Proverbs 14:12, it says, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of unalive. I'm trying to watch it. I don't know if that's one of them keywords they don't like. But yeah, you got something on that?
No, I was just going with the Proverbs that you were just writing. You may have it right or think you have it good. The way in your own mind may seem correct or righteous, but if you didn't consult with the Most High, like Sister said, in all situations, it could be a way there to death or to unaliving or to dropping. Like you say, females out here walking other females down and dropping females out here like that, bro.
Yeah.
to the point where they don't care and walking away like a dude walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I done bust on you. And I'm like, dang, bro. Now our women are getting like that. Now I can see somebody coming up in your household to protect your household. Do what you're supposed to do to protect your household, your family. But to chase somebody down or walk somebody down on a sidewalk in the street and then drop your sister like that. Those are every who was it? I can't even think of their name. The ones that just got put in prison or charged with the death of what's the rapper name? Mo3. You know, those type of situations, where you get that type of attitude from? Where do you think the young men get those type of attitudes from? Where? Because if they was constructed in righteousness with the Most High, you will see that none of these things will be happening to our people. And for some reason, it consistently happened to our people. And then you look in their background, you can see, okay, yeah, it came from a single mother household. Almost each and every one of them did. Each and every one of them did. And they are full with emotions. Full with emotions. But we're going to have to, women, stop projecting your emotions on your children. You have already been, we did a class on microchimerism, sleeping around with all these different men. So you have all these different things inside of you already. So, and once you do have a child, these things need to be purged out of this child because you may have from your DNA may have put those things into your children. This is why the Most High has really gave the man more control, even when that child is being incubated in your body and it's coming from the man, because the women, they will grab too much from him. So you give your young children these things once they're out the womb and you teach them that. They see this. And that's come from the emotional woman. And that's why you see our young men acting more like women than they see. Which I had a video I wanted to shoot to you, but I had to find it. But that's what I had.
All praise to the Most High. Let's look at this. Exactly what he was going into. Like I said, our conversations always segue into the next situation. It's right there on point. And it says here, disregard for others. They may view others as tools to be used, lacking concern for their feelings, needs, or well-being. That's another one that we have to watch out for. These are different emotional traits, y'all. Everything that's been brought out today is for your edification purposes. Now look at this other one. This is one of the biggest ones. Yes, a straight narcissist. Yes, indeed. That is a straight narcissist. And that's really the narcissistic attitude is one of the biggest things that is happening, you know, saying in the world, but especially in the community of they call Israel. You know what I'm saying? Because you got everybody wants you to be there for them, but they don't want to be there for you. And if you're not there for them, then you're the evil one when you always was there for them. But it's that one time you say no. At one time you say, I can't. Oh, you ain't nothing. You ain't no brother. You ain't no sister. Come on, man. I got to chill with that. All right. But that's a different situation. That's a class that's loading. Like Tuvi said. Tuvi said on class last night, that class is loading. I like that, man. But look, Con, straight entitlement. People be having that. They think they really got that straight up. So this right here says, creating confusion and contention. They may intentionally sow discord and chaos to gain an advantage or cause distress. They do these things on purpose. Con Hondo. They'll do it all day long. Hey, and then yes, indeed, act like you owe them, and you done gave them your shirt off the back, the left shoestring, and half of the right one. You walk around flopping, and they still act like you ain't did nothing from them. Gave them the Dr. Shows, insoles, and everything. All right, so let's get a script, man. Let's get Matthew 24. Matthew 24. Not Matthew, Salakia. Proverbs 24. Proverbs 24, 1 through 9. And these things is what I'm saying is going right back into the, because these people basically, they study you. No, before we get that, one more. Before we get that. No, actually, let's get that. Proverbs 24, 1-9, if you will, bring it out. This is because these people that are narcissists and stuff, they pretty much study how to destroy you. And as soon as you don't do what they want them to do, that's when they try to destroy you. Go ahead.
Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. For their heart study of destruction, and their lips talk of mischief. Through wisdom is a house built, and by understanding it is established. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled of all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in multitude of counselors there is safety. Wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gate. He that deviseth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person. The thought of foolishness is sin, and a scorner is an abomination to men.
Salakia, right there. Oh, that was the end of it anyway. The thought of foolishness is what? The thought of foolishness is what?
An abomination to men.
The thought of foolishness is sin. When we start acting foolish, when we think foolish, it is a sin. Thus saith the Lord. All this is written for our what? Understanding. Remember, what does Holy Bible mean? We speak on it all the time. He only left you basic instructions before leaving earth. That's Holy Bible. So this is an instruction right here. The thought of foolishness is sin. So if you devise in mischief, if you're being deceitful, if you're standing there trying to destroy somebody, that is a sin. And if you're around here being a scorner, throwing rocks and hiding your hand, causing division, causing separation of righteous people, causing turmoil inside of your congregation, inside of your household, that is an abomination to the Lord because you are a scorner. Come on, man. I don't think y'all hear me. Or as my pops used to say, like Master P, holler if you hear me. He used to make me laugh with that one. All right, man, let me get the last couple of scripts and I'll be done. I'm going to leave the floor open. I got your video, Eliyahu. You want that right now or at the end?
No, you were talking about the confusion that a lot of these emotion causes. I was just going to show you that. You can play it whenever you can. Whenever you can.
Put it up real quick. I just sent it to myself in the email.
Okay.
But keep talking right quick. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, it's just one of the ones that talks about the confusion that's going on out there. We see it all the time, and we just let things go. While we was in this world, we see the way that our sisters act. Right now, you see the way they get out there and act. They're fighting out in the streets. And the first thing, us as men, instead of going through there, breaking it up, we take it out of our phones, trying to get a video of it. And now it's starting to become deadly. And all these things are because of emotions. You start seeing all the hair pulling. Back in the day, when we were, in our teenage years, we wanted to see the fight between women because it was our mindset to see maybe something, fall out. Oh man, did you see what that was our mindset. So we were condoning all of these things and we let all this stuff build up. Now, and it got to the point it didn't build up too much. Now, as you get into this word of the Most High, because the Christian church never taught these things. They never taught, they let the woman have their way. They let the woman usurp authority over the man. So they gave them that. So they feel now we have the right and the privilege to do what we want to do. You don't know. But the church never talked about any of these things that you're talking about right now. None of them. None of the emotions of a woman. How they act out here. They always want, just love, love, love. Bring me your money. That was pretty much it. But none of these emotional things or none of these things that you hear that a lot of the Israelites are bringing out about women, or about things, they don't bring out because they don't want to offend any of them. And if they offend them, they may stop listening to them, may stop coming to the church. They didn't like that. Wait, they gonna snap back. What the men do? This ain't hey. If the truth is hitting you, the truth is hitting you. You got the video? Okay.
I got the video up. I was trying to blow it up and get it bigger. So I got it now. As you see, this is for edification purposes. We do not own the rights to this video. We're just showing this for edification purposes. I'm trying to get that other banner that I had real quick. Just in case. This is for fair use. Fair use in good faith. This work contains fair use of copyrighted and non-copyrighted images from the public domain and the web for non-commercial and non-profit educational purposes. This work is distributed free of charge. The author has neither monetized this work nor sought any profit from distribution. This is under Act 1976 copyright disclaimer under Section 107. And here's the video. We're gonna bring it out. I probably didn't even have to read all that, but hey, just in case, man. All right, let me drop that. Let me make that actually right there.
Slide your bitch ass outside, nigga. Slide your bitch ass outside, bro. You said, nigga, you's a bitch, bro. I'm out here, bro.
Yo, this boy's so gangster, but is that a dress? Bro, this boy got a dress on with a split.
That's a dress.
Got the Murphy special shoes on with the custom lids fitted.
A dress, a purse, a breast. Where do you think these emotions like this come from? You try to be so hard and confused. Who you think a father was in the house? You think a father was in the house? If it was, hey, he hard. He gangsta out here in a dress. That is confusion. That is confusion.
Hey, man.
And now we see what these emotions does. These women effeminate emotion does. Oh. They run rampant through Israel, and you start to see how a man take on those attributes of a female.
Bro, I dropped the link in the chat for y'all just in case y'all want to see it, man. What the heck? Oh, man, that threw me off right there. All right, let me. All right, Proverbs 28, man. We're gonna do Proverbs 28. That's the last script, and we're gonna bounce around on here because there's only certain scriptures that I specifically want. I don't want everything on here. Reg, what it brew like? God.
That's Big E.
There's only certain ones I want on here, man. That had me rolling. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like, where did you get that one from? Hey, your page go get flagged. No, let me stop. All right. So we're gonna do Proverbs 28. I'm gonna want to read 9, 13, 21, 23, and then 25 to 26. So there's certain ones I wanted. All right. So let's get Proverbs 28 and 9.
Proverbs 28 and 9. He that turneth away his or her ear from hearing the law, even his or her prayer shall be abomination.
Your prayer will be abomination if you turn away. Let me get 13. Let's go.
He or her that covereth he or her sins shall not prosper, but whoso confesseth and forsaketh them shall have mercy.
So if y'all understand everything that we went through today, this is actually the finishing of all. I'm finishing it up with these straight daggers because everything that we went over, everything that we covered, everything that we talked about in the slideshow. Look, I'm showing you how to not be caught up in some bull calm now. Now, if you choose to go off and do your own thing, look, it's on you. You have been warned. I done cried aloud, spare not, show my people their transgressions. But if you choose to still move this way, then may the Most High, I ain't go. What is that? Don't even bid them farewell, huh? Let them be. You can't. He told me stop blessing people. I said, my bad. I'm just, blessings. You can just give blessings out easy. So my bad. Let me stop doing that. Casting my pearls before swine. Verse 21. Bring it out.
To have respect of persons is not good. For a piece of bread that man or woman will transgress.
Don't have respect of persons for nobody, man. It's not good. Just like I said here, for a piece of bread, they will transgress against you. It don't take much. They'll turn on you. So you make sure you stand firm, stay strong, and don't give in and don't give up. The law of the Lord is the lamp of our life. This is how we're supposed to walk. Like I said in the slideshow, I put in the slideshow, if a person is going off, point out their sin. Show them you're going off. You're not doing right. But if you sit there and you watch and don't do nothing as a watchman, the blood is on your heads. It is required of you. It's required of you. 23.
He or she that rebuketh a man or woman afterwards shall find more favor than he or she that flattereth with the tongue.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about, man. Rebuke them. They gonna hate you. Okay, let them hate you. But I'd rather rebuke you than to tell you, oh man, I see you over there, boy. You got the fit on. Hey man, where your fringe is at? Where is this at? You know you in the truth. Why you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I only got one set and it's starting to, wither away. Okay, well, maybe, I understand. I got a couple extra sets. Matter of fact, I'll shoot you a set of this. I'll shoot you some fringes. Matter of fact, if you don't even know how to sew, I got people that know how to sew. You don't want to, if you ain't got the time to sew, give you some E6000 glue and glue that stuff on up. It works just the same. I started off gluing. So it's all the same. All right, 25 to 26, and then we go get the precept that the Ock just put up.
He or she that is of a proud.
Keep going through with it. My bad.
Okay. Verse 25. He that is of a proud heart stirreth up strife, but he that putteth his trust in the Lord shall be made fat. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered.
If you walking in your own heart still after this segment, if you walking in your own heart after going through the scriptures we just went through, honestly, you are a fool. There should be no reason why you still walking in subjection. Yeah, this is for the women. I went in for the women, but you men, they have this confusion like the video we just played. You walk around here as a man, but you have an effeminate mind, a feminine heart. Check yourself too in the process, man. I put this up there, so I'm gonna read it. 2 John, is it 2 John? 2 John, chapter 1, 9. Okay, make sure I got the right one. All right, I got up 2 John, chapter 1, verses 9 through 11. It says, "Whosoever transgresseth and abideth not in the doctrine of Hamashiach, of Christ, have not Yah, God. He that abideth in the doctrine of Christ, he hath both the Father and the Son. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. For he that biddeth him Godspeed is partaker of his evil deeds." Oh, Salakia, my bad. Of evil of it. I'm gonna read that again, man. Appreciate it. Hey, I don't know why nobody say nothing. Everybody on here, nobody say, "Hey, change the screen, Doc." All right, start over again. 2 John. It says, "Whosoever transgresseth and abideth not in the doctrine of Christ hath not God. He that abideth in the doctrine of Christ hath both the Father and the Son. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. For he that biddeth him Godspeed is partaker of his evil deeds."
That's what you were saying earlier. That's why we got to be careful when we talking about God bless you. When we tell people God bless you and all that, we trying to bless that evilness that they have upon them after we have taken. And when we see the wickedness out there, and we say, "Oh, okay, you have a blessed day," yep, we got to be very careful, when we saying that, because if they are out there doing evil and we're bidding them Godspeed or God bless you, we could be partakers in that. We're trying to make God bless that evilness that's upon them. So we got to be very careful, bro. That's what you were saying earlier. That's why I said that.
All praise, man. Well, the floor is open, man. That's a segment. That's a segment. The floor is open. I pray that everybody enjoyed it, got some learning out of it, and the whole nine. So we're gonna open the floor up, starting from the youngest, going to the elder.
I got not much to say. It was a good class. It was a really good class. I like the way you did a little slideshow thing. I think we can start doing that a little more often. It's pretty cool. And I mean, yeah, that's all I gotta say. It's good scriptures. You got some good knowledge, and it was pretty short. It was a good class. I enjoyed it.
All praises to the Most High. All praises.
All I think I could say is like just have discernment and just try to gain wisdom to not let the world rule your opinions or what is right, what keeping you away from God and stuff. A lot of people will self-sabotage themselves when they do like find like a good partner or something. They'll be like, they're a great partner, and they'll self-sabotage themselves for whatever reason they ever have. But I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say, but yeah.
Man, I feel you though. I feel you. Yeah. Self-sabotaging a great relationship, and that's very powerful. So, I understand where you're going with it, and something like that. It is hard to put the words together, but don't let the world destroy what God has blessed you with, acting like Sarah. You telling me you gave me something good? Look at what you gave me. This is what you gave me, and you telling me this is supposed to be the best I can get? Like the elder said earlier, said we scared to take a 6 and make it a 10 because that 6 got the attributes that you really need. You're looking for that 10 that can even give you half of what you really need. So all praise to the Most High. I'm quite sure. Is that what you were trying to bring out?
Yeah.
All praises, man. Well, great point indeed.
Can I get Proverbs 14 again? Proverbs 14 and 1 and 2.
You said 14, 1 and 2?
Proverbs 14, 1, 2, and 3.
All right. Proverbs 14. Let me get it up there.
If you want, I'll read it.
All right. Oh, did you change formation? All right, there you go.
All right. Proverbs 14 and 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his ways despiseth him. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserve them.
All praise and glory go to the Most High. There go your self-sabotaging in verse 1. Every wise woman builds her house, but the foolish woman plucks it down with her own hands. And those hands could be by your mouth, your thoughts, about a lot of things that you do. I watched one video where the guy, I don't know if it was a skit or what, but I didn't know these wigs that these women wear cost, thousands and thousands of dollars for one wig. And he said he pretty much gave his wife $1,300 for the rent, or his wife, girlfriend, whatever. And she went to spend it on a wig because she knew he had more money in the bank. This is not the only money that you have. I needed that wig. And he was going back and forth with, that is a ignorant argument. And that's what we see a lot of our women today put emphasis on, not just their household or the things they have only to satisfy themselves. What was it? Said some women would lose their family for their own happiness instead of losing their happiness for their family or something. It went that way because we know when we put our family first and things before the things of our selfish ways, the things that we may want, the Most High has that in order. He will give us the happiness that we long for. But we have gotten so far, especially our women, from seeing that making your family happy makes you happy. That's not there anymore. It's always you now. And our women has got emotional behind that because that stain has been put out there. But your happiness will come. Your happiness will come if you keep the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. Be careful, guard these emotions. What we talked about earlier. Go like Esther did and pray to the Most High. Pray to the Most High. And first, before you do anything, and he will show you the righteous path to take. But all praise and glory go to the Most High Yah and his only begotten Son. You're right, sis. He be ramen noodles and all. That's right. All praise and glory to the Most High. Another good class. I love the way you put the whatchalls up there. Like I say, that's something I've been wanting to try to implement in the class, along with a few pictures and everything else as we talk and bring our script. So, as we go further along, I guess these things will be implemented. The PowerPoints and things of that sort. All praise and glory go to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High, man. Again, this is another Houston Brews segment, Sabbath Day Fire. Thank y'all for chiming in and holding on. And, you know what I'm saying, like I always do, I got a gift for you all for rocking with us. So definitely got that for you. But I just want to let y'all know that the work will continue to go on. We will not stop until the Most High tells us to stop. We're going to keep on working. If y'all have any questions, y'all see the email.
Until the casket drop, as they say, Salakia.
Nah, for real. Hey, big facts until the casket drop. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what I was told coming up. You know what I'm saying? Coming up in the world, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep going until the casket drop. You ain't stopping until then. And so, you know what I'm saying? If I was willing to do it in the world, I got to be much more willing to do it in this truth. I'm going to rock out until this casket drop. And I know that the Ark go rock with me. I know these young Bunyan go rock with me. And may the Most High bless those that are all in here doing what they do for the Most High. All right. So, come on, man. Stop playing on me. Stop playing with me. All praises. I'll tell you, every time I try to do something for y'all, man, Hashton be trying to hate, man. But he ain't going to stop this. Because y'all know what? The Most High always wins. Yeah, he don't want y'all to hear this. He don't want y'all to hear this. I'll tell y'all, hey, y'all make sure y'all listen well. Don't want y'all to hear this. There you go. He don't want y'all to hear this. All right. I'm going to share this for y'all. And then after that, man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Shabbat. What time card you left? Oh.
Yahuwah, please don't leave me lonely. The more I fight, the more I lose. Please don't leave me lonely. Yahuwah, please don't leave me lonely. The more I fight, the more I lose. Please don't leave me lonely. Yahuwah, please don't leave me lonely. The more I fight, the more I lose. Please don't leave me lonely. Growing up as a youngster in the Baptist church, usher boy, Sunday school, good old mama's boy. Good grades on the road, but life took a turn. I went from playing ball with the best to under stress. Mama gone, all alone, no safety net. Gang banging, pistol slanging, Lord, I felt the test. Departed from y'all, living raw. No one cares, underwear, what's coming next. 5 years, dropping tears, praying for some joy. Money, cars, clothes, still avoid, my heart's annoyed. Drugs and all was the call that I knew the best. Until the day I let it spray, but it became a mess. Now situations that I face won't give me peace nor rest. Losing hope, patient, worldly stress. With no one to guide me in the right way of life, Lord, please save me. I don't want to die tonight. Please don't leave me lonely. The more I fight, the more I lose. Please don't leave me lonely. Yahuwah, please don't leave me lonely. The more I fight, the more I lose. Please don't leave me lonely. I'm calling out to you, Lord. Always starting to fade, I give praise. It's not going with me to the grave. Cradle to the grave is what I was taught when I was a slave. To the world and the girls running around, smoking herbs, sipping serve, hitting curves. Oh, what a turn. Standing tall when I fall. Righteous ways gave me strength to stand. Raised hands, stand. Face the fan. That's the East Yah's plan. Yeah. You heard me when I cried out. Hamashiach came and dried my eyes out. Now he took the wheel. Nah, for real. You preserve my life. My steps are ordered, guided by your holy light. The law is the lamp. I feel like a champ. Bought with a price. Bet. I mean, yes, my life is yours. Please don't leave me lonely. The more I fight, the more I lose. Please don't leave me lonely. Yahuwah, please don't leave me lonely. The more I fight, the more I lose. Please don't leave me lonely. Yahuwah,
Shalom,
please don't leave me lonely.
album dropping soon.
The more I fight,
Hope y'all enjoyed it all, man.
Please don't leave me lonely.
Yo.